Okay, you guys, let's do a full moon and Scorpio reading. I don't tend to do full moon, new moon readings, but these are big energies that are that are really affecting me personally, and the collective. So I feel called to do a reading. So I'm gonna do some animal totem. Okay, so because the shamanic vibes have been really flowing lately, so I wanted to do Whispers of Love, a Gateway, a Resonance Oracle, but I'm gonna stick with the animal oracles. Okay, so we'll see what comes from there. And again, I've been really liking the clarity and conciseness, concision of the Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Kranz. So let's see what we get here. Okay, let me put these. Mix these back up in here a little bit. Just showing you guys the whole process. That's why I shuffle on camera, so you guys can see for yourself the magic of, you know, that Tower card, you know. So, not that, you know, everyone has their own style, but I've been called to shuffle on camera just so you guys can see for see for yourselves what happens, how the cards pop out, and same cards come up and stuff like that. So all the white light of the unified rainbow, the God grain flow, the only flow I know, key being God. Here we go, here we grow, here we glow. Okay, oops, that's right, I gotta do it that way so you guys can't see. Horses have been coming up a lot lately, so I might, we'll see if the horse card comes up. If not, I'll share that with you guys. That's what popped out. Christ consciousness, rest your mind, okay? Don't have a worried mind. And that, I think, has come out in every weekly, if I'm not mistaken. That Four of Swords. Oh, whoa. We don't want all that coming out. Let's just see what there is, though. Star card, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Yeah, this worried mind of this push or pull energy, pushing or pulling the Eight of Swords. So a push would be abandonment, so you're blaming someone else, or the pull would be imprisonment. Or I'm sorry, yeah, reverse that. Whatever. Imprisonment or abandonment. So it's a push or pull, depending on which way you're looking at it. So, okay, that Nine of Swords keeps coming up, but there's Three of Pentacles, cooperation, Two of Pentacles. I always see that as physical, tangible union of the two twin flames coming together, and the balance that's achieved through that, because you can only get so much balance on your own, okay? And then there's the Star card. It's like the destiny, okay? As long as we're cooperating with God, with our team, God, Source, Creator, cooperating with our higher selves. Got Three of Pentacles, okay? Cooperation, recognition. Four of Wands, happy home. want to cooperate and build up that happy home. And remember, home is where the heart is, so it's like building up your heart strength, not necessarily a physical, tangible, you know, something with four walls and a roof, you know. The foundation is laid in the heart. Thank you, angels. Wow, that was a good one. I take no credit for when these things come through. Six of Wands just wanted to stick out right there. Okay, but I didn't let it come out. All right, we're almost done here. I don't want to look because I'm just going to keep getting distracted because I can see the bottom, so I get to like put my head over to the side more. Okay, so all right. Ace of Swords on the bottom. That's you knowing what the fuck is up. You know what's up. You know, knowing. That's what this Ace of Swords is all about. Knowing. Meaning, you know who it is, you know who you are, you know what you got to do, you know what the situation is, you know the energies, you know. You know? All right. Let's just lay these all out, and then I'll go through them one by one in the shot there. Make sure they're all pretty much able to be seen in their entirety. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, the moon card showed up on the side of the Divine Feminine. Oh, that's interesting. Six of Cups, I just got that in a personal reading on his side, actually right here where the Fool was. Okay, and there's that Daughter of Wands, next top card. That passion, new beginning, 3 blossoms, okay? You, your twin, and that third energy of that balance that is achieved, that can only be achieved when we come into union, physical, tangible union, okay? Yeah, the next top. Okay, so after that, we have the Seven of Cups. See that how that one's upside down? Yeah, one's got to go so that we can come into union, okay? The union of the sun and the moon, the masculine and the feminine. So that upside down cup is what's preventing, you know, the happy home, the union of the twins. So, you know, whether that's a karmic partner or whatever it is, I'm getting that song, one of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong. All right, that 7th cup's got to go. So Ace of Swords on the bottom, Daughter of Wands. So we know this fresh new beginning, even though a lot of you may know your twin flame already, or possibly even had relations with them already, but it's going to be brand new. Even though it's the same person, it's like it's a brand new person. I feel like I'm brand new too, and my dad says that so much. He's like, because I was out there maybe 3 years ago, because my son turned 2 while I was out there. He's going to be 5. So yeah, you know, when he talks to me, he's like, yeah, you've changed so much. And he has too. He's like, Gretchen, I mean, you've just like, that's my first name, but I go by Anna, my middle name. Just how much I've changed and grown spiritually and evolved, mentally, emotionally, physically, you know, not physically, but, well, yeah, I mean that too, physical healing. But I've always been in good shape. It's not that, it's just healing, you know, purging all this stuff that as above, so below. So we're mentally and emotionally healing. You're going to see it purge out of your body as well, okay? However that manifests, whether it's extreme fatigue, rashes, whatever, okay? So let's get into the reading now. So You know that this new beginning's coming. Ace of Swords is the overall energy. That's that knowing, okay? So what we have crowning is the Seven of Swords, and that's coming up quite a bit too, okay? It's like that Nine of Swords energy, that thinking about the past, how that person hurt you. You think, you know, them coming back to start this new beginning. You're worried that they're gonna still be up to their old tricks, okay? And that's not. We need to know that it's a fresh new start, okay, and have faith in that. Because this is harboring resentment. Okay, remember the Four of Swords flipped out. Wasn't that the first card that flipped out? That Christ consciousness, arrest your mind. It's very, very important. Because you're going to be distrusting, you're going to be suspicious, resentful, you know, that grudge holding. That's not being in the now, okay? Daughter of Swords is at the foundation, so that's a very lively spirit. Seeing both sides of an issue without emotional attachment, just seeing things for how they are, okay? You know, and very idealistic, you know, this hope for this new beginning, that Daughter of Wands, next top card, it's this very childlike, lively, just looking at the world through God's eyes, through a child's eyes, you know. Seeing the magic, the mystery, the whimsy. Okay. And Crow weaves together the dark and the light. They're a gatekeeper. This totem bird is really, everybody really has this bird as their totem. So I don't even mention crow. Falcon and the crested blue are mine, but this isn't really a totem specifically. It oversees the whole totem itself and all totems. Okay, so crow, see how it has that key? And see how the lightning's coming down straight from God? So this holds all the ancestral DNA, all the genetic memory, the wisdom of the higher realms. It's the gatekeeper, okay? The key holder. So, and it's the Hierophant. Whenever I see that, for a twin flame reading or like a love reading, to me that represents marriage. Physical, tangible marriage, you know, an officiant, and you sign the paper, all that, okay? All right, so let's do the side of the Divine Feminine. She has the Moon card, or just the feminine energies, okay? So, see the twin peaks, the twin pines I have across the street and down almost, you know, just a few strides. There's two pines right next to each other. One's just slightly taller than the other. And is that, oh my gosh, and same with this card. See how this one's just slightly taller than the other? Okay? So, we're the light in a dark world, okay? We find whatever light there is and we utilize that to help grow, ascend, achieve higher and higher levels of commitment to the path. And it's full moon time, so hello. Even though that's a crescent moon on there, but okay. Because it's crescent and full all happening at the same time. It just depends on the position of the sun and everything, right? So, so female energies, temperance, okay, balanced. And that, you know, this moon card, these pines are very balanced. One's just a little, maybe we're just a little bit more of the feminine, okay? Leading the masculine a little bit. Let the feminine lead, okay? Your inner feminine. So within the male and female, okay, we both have that. So when we let the Holy Spirit, when we let our spirit guide us, we're letting the feminine lead us. The feminine leads the way within everyone. Male or female, doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, man, woman. Letting your spirit guide you is letting the feminine lead you, okay? So that's bringing us a lot of joy through this centeredness. And just letting our higher self guide us is just like, I just feel like that release of prana, that exhale, the nirvana, right? That's what nirvana is, the exhale. It's just like, such a sense of relief that we have this higher self to help us out, right? Because who knows you better than yourself? Nobody. You know. Okay? We need to trust ourselves. We need to trust our gut. We need to trust the messages that we're getting. And I'm talking about the direct ones from God. I'm not talking about tarot readings. I'm talking about your dreams, your synchronicities, your signs, okay? Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, that's that growth. That's that harvesting at the peak of ripeness, okay? That's divine timing. Harvesting when it's just, when God says it's ready is when it comes off the tree, when it falls off the tree, when it's just, you don't have to tug at it, okay? And you can't make it ripen any faster than God's timing. It's on God's clock. God's clock. Okay? Don't block God's clock. Don't be a God clock blocker. All right? So this also represents the harvest, okay? But everything in divine timing. There's nothing much we can do, okay, except for to receive when things are ready according to the divine. And you'll get messages from your higher self, okay? The Temperance card, the Moon card, you'll know, okay? You'll know. You have to trust it to know. You have to have faith in your knowing to know. Trust, faith, belief in yourself. And that's what Chief Golden Light Eagle says, too. Check him out on YouTube. He's also a twin flame, okay? Him and his woman. They're together. They're doing their mission. And he says, you don't have to believe in anything. You only have to believe in yourself. Okay, and he's all about the Christ consciousness. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. The divine feminine energy is really feeling this union tangibly, like they can taste it, okay? That burning core center that unites you with your twin flame. And all these rings of time that emanate from this core spark, okay? All these past lives. So we have Ace of Swords on the bottom, Ace of Pentacles right there. Okay, so the masculine, this is a great card, Fool card. Being your true, authentic self, going forth with what you know in your heart, even if your mind and your situation, your tangible environment is saying everything but what your heart is telling you. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Okay, and that's one thing that my twin flames, there's a couple activation things that he said when we were together, and one of them was because of circumstances I had to move away, and it was very, very hard for him as well, even though he didn't express it as much, but I know that was very troubling, but it all had to happen that way. I moved, yeah, all this moving around, all the shifting, it had to happen. So, you know, this taking the leap of faith, see how the, it's like a little, like a baby bird, kind of looks like a duck really, but it's on a branch. So it's just, see, 1 foot's grip. This is kind of like my dream. He's got like 1 foot in the karmic stuff that keeps triggering him to veer back in the wrong direction, back into the 3D. But he does see how 1 foot is coming off the branch there. Okay, so that's the first step. It comes from within. So he's really seeing who he truly is and what he truly wants. And even though there might be things in the 3D that are telling him mentally, you know, don't do it, you know, all the whispers in the ear, okay? You need to listen to the whispers of your heart. Oh yeah, the thing I was trying to say, the thing that he said was, when I had to move away all this stuff and move away from him and go to New Mexico, and he was still in California, blah, blah, blah. But okay, that all had to happen. But what he said when I left was, don't forget your heart. And that was like something we pre-planned for him to tell me and for me to receive, and, you know, so don't forget your heart. This is what the Fool is all about. Going forth in faith according to what your heart is telling you, okay? Because his mind is saying, oh, I'm just barely have this like baby down. It's not even like mature feathers yet. Okay? People are saying, oh, you're not, you know, your mind's saying you're not ready, or there's people around them, you know, whispering in the ear, that Othello shit, right? For those of you who know Shakespeare, you can go watch the modern one called O, which is really good, with Julia Stiles and the dude from 8 Mile. I'm forgetting his name right now. Very popular young black guy who's just gorgeous and a great actor. And then the white dude, I forget his name too, but he looks like my nephew so much. So I really resonate with that movie and just the whole message. Go check it out. It's called O, just like, and it stands for Othello, but it's called O, like the letter O, okay? And it's all about how things end up very badly when you let people whisper in your ear and not listen to your heart and trust in that. So even if you're afraid, even though the masculine's afraid, they're still going forth. Even though they may not know exactly what's going to come, what, you know, this fresh new baby bird, right? But they know they got to go. Because their heart is just overwhelming. It's like the blossom bursts when it can't contain itself, when it's harder. It's more painful to stay a bud than it is to burst open. So this is the blossoming, the bursting forth, this taking that leap of faith, knowing in your heart that that's where your true knowing comes from. Don't forget your heart. Don't forget that. That's where your truth is. Your deep inner knowing is in your heart, not in your mind. That's ego. Okay, this is the masculine energy within everyone. Okay, so this is, both sides apply to everybody. I mean, and literally, the masculine side of us. Okay, so the masculine side is very rational. Like, okay, I want a certificate of marriage and I want to go through the whole ceremony. I want to make sure that everything matches up. 3D, 5D, for everything in between, mental, physical, emotional, everything aligns, coincides, reinforces each other, reiterates each other, okay? We don't want, you know, mental stuff conflicting with what we're trying to do. That's 7 of Swords, okay? We don't want emotional stuff conflicting with what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve in the 3D, which, I mean, Ace of Pentacles, right? We're coming into harvest because we've done all this balancing and healing with the temperance. You know, it's really opened up our psychic abilities, our intuition, dreams, okay? And, you know, that solid concrete and marriage union, however you want it, but for me, and I know my twin flame would, you know, they're a mirror. So for me, it would be legal, tangible marriage. Okay, and that doesn't mean, oh, I'm not going to have anything to do with my twin flame until he marries me. No, it's that, you know, this is something that you both want, okay? And it could look different for different people. You know, some twins, maybe that's all they did was have legal marriages, and so now they want to do it a different way. For me, it's been the opposite. I've had no legal marriages, and so, you know, with my twin flame, and then that's probably why, because even though I was with someone for 9 years and they were a Virgo, and I thought, you know, this is going to be the one, but there was always something with everyone that I was with that it was just, my heart always told me, my intuition always told me there's going to be an ending to this relationship, no matter how long it lasts, no matter how good it is. And it was you know, I'm not saying we didn't have our problems, but that was a great man, the love of my life, besides my first love in high school, you know, who, you know, he passed, and those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that story. But, you know, no matter how good it is, and this is for the male counterparts too, no matter how good it is, they know that it's gonna culminate to an ending with their karmics, or, you know, whatever they need to purge out of their lives. Okay, so bad habits, bad people, not that people are bad, you know what I mean, though, just people who are just going to hold them back and not help each other grow. Okay, so harvest time, the divine feminine is really feeling this balance, this intuition, knowing this harvest time is here and now, this tangible physical union, reunion, okay, of the twin flames. And temperance is 14, and 7 of Pentacles. Temperance is 7 plus 7. We have a 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So, I hope I'm making sense so far. A lot of... Yesterday, I was just so zonked and tired. Oh, God. And the day before a little bit, too. So, now my energy is back. I'm like, zing, zing, zing. Okay, so, Hangman. Okay. Again, this wasn't this crowning. I believe the last reading I did, this was crowning. And now it's on the side of the divine masculine energy. So, you know, hang time, right? You know, hang time doesn't need to be obsessing about your twin, because if you do, we're probably going to end up here thinking about the bad stuff. Okay, because you know, we have to be in the here and now, and if you don't have your twin in your physical here and now, you're going to go to your thought bank to conjure them up. And we want to be right here in the here and now, which is the 3D tangible world. So when we're hanging around, we don't want to be stuck in our head or stuck in our emotions, okay? Be in the here and now, in your physical environment. What can you do in the meantime? You know? This is a gift from the divine, okay, because it's major arcana. So the masculine side of us is saying, be practical, don't get all down in the dumps, because you don't have your twin flame and you're just waiting and pouring all your energies into this physical tangible union. No, this time is for you to this time is for creative expression, you know, getting back into your workout routine, you know, spring cleaning time. I know I've gathered up a bunch of stuff that, you know, I got to take a couch to the dump and get a new couch. I'm tossing out stuff and donating a bunch of stuff. So just getting organized, doing the day-to-day if you have a 9-to-5 job and that kind of stuff, and family to take care of. And, it's just doing the damn thing and getting her done, the day-to-day that you got to do, and just focus on your here and now. And so this is a gift, okay? This is not like moping around time, okay? Because it's kind of like suspended animation. You're caught in a snare. There's nothing really you can do until the divine comes by and cuts that rope, okay? And hopefully you don't plop to the ground too hard. That's a 12, which reduces to a 3. Okay, so I have 7 twice. 7 of swords, 7 of pentacles. 14 reduces to a 5. We have the Hierophant in the center, which is a 5. The moon is 18. That reduces to 9. That's completion, full circle. Oh, I thought, okay, yeah. That's a 12, so that'd be 3. Okay. So, High Priestess. Okay, so both on the side of the divine masculine and feminine, because remember the feminine has the moon, and then the masculine has the High Priestess. Those are both major arcana too. And with that Temperance, that's major arcana. So Source, God Creator, our team has really been helping us, helping the divine feminine energy within both twins to really come into balance, okay? So, and that also comes from the Hangman, okay? Because God wants to help you get centered, because everything good stems from there. Okay? We can't, that's our foundation, balance, okay? So, both masculine and feminine energies are being guided to their intuition, their gut instinct, their deep knowing, those dreams, okay? The signs, the unmistakable signs, like undeniable signs. I know Twin Flames have had some just crazy, like, you can't write this shit. I mean, I guess we already did before we came down here though, right? And now now it's time to just reap the benefits. Okay, that 7 of Pentacles. Reaping the harvest of what you put in is what you get out. And I think, those who have done the work, they're going to get what they put in, what you paid in, your spiritual taxes, okay? Some people are going to owe on their spiritual taxes. Some people, they didn't really put in much. They're not going to get anything on their return. Some people are going to get a big return, okay? Because they put a lot in, spiritually speaking. They invested a lot. They paid in, they put in their good karma, and it's going to come back to them. Because that's what God promises us. God has already promised us that. 6 of Cups. Okay, and I just did a personal reading for myself. Let me think. I'm trying to remember what he had on his side. I had the Knight of Cups on my side. He had the Page of Cups. And then right here where the Fool is, he had this, the 6 of Cups. So that's that union, reunion, I should say, as above, so below. So we're united in spirit in the 5D, and there's no other way but for it to be balanced, because that's what God has encoded in us and the universe and everything. This balance, temperance, okay? If it's not balanced, it's not sustainable. So, and it all starts from the foundation. See how this tree, okay, it's like black and white, whatever. Okay, look it. That's like the 4 of Cups. That's so cool how she divided it like that. So that is kind of like the 4 of Cups, stark, boredom, lack of stimulation, maybe uneasiness, some anxiety, worry, frustration about things not happening quickly enough. But you add 2 more cups of the Twin Flames, and you have this root system that just can support anything that you want to grow. And look at how it's rainbow. It's just Everything you need is right there in your foundation, but you have to be balanced before you can even pour the foundation. Okay, as above, so below. You know? That looks like a carrot. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull an animal card from each one of these. See what we get. Okay. So we'll do the Animal Dreaming Oracle cards first. This is the Animal Dreaming. Okay, if you can see. Alright. By Scott Alexander King. Author of Animal Dreaming and Creature Teacher cards. That's cool. Okay. So I'm just going to move these out of the way here. Okay, let's see what we got. Alright, all the white light of the unified rainbow, the God-grain flow, the only flow I know, key being God. Here we go, here we grow, here we glow. What animal wants to bring forth their magical message for the twin flames for the Scorpio full moon? What's the most important message that the animals, animal medicine, animal totems? Alright. 23, which reduces to a 5, and this is the element of water. And it's koala. Inner journeys. Oh, it's a koala. Okay. So, willpower was at the bottom with penguins, and they mate for life. Okay, and the father is very much in tune with the divine feminine. They care for the young, while the female goes and does a lot of hunting. They take care of the brand new baby penguins. Okay. Boom. What's at the top? Raven with magic. That's also water. Oh, and this was water too. Okay, perfect for the full moon in Scorpio. All this water energy. Okay. And that literally is a water bird. And that symbol, okay, the seasons, it's the season for the divine, for the masculine to let their inner divine feminine guide them. And that's what this is all about, letting your spirit guide you. This is the Holy Spirit. This is the divine feminine. This is the wisdom of the womb, okay, of the divine mother. And that's a 7. Okay. So 25, 26, it's in order, okay? All right, so let me get this other card, and then I'll read from the book and see what special messages stick out. And it is all about this inner journey, is it not? I mean, it's not about the physical, because your life can look perfect in the physical, in your physical reality, right? It's about the inner journey, okay? Discovery of your true authentic self, that Fool card. Okay. All the white light of the unified rainbow, the God grain flow, the only flow I know, key being God. Here we go, here we grow, here we glow. All right, this is secret language of the animals. Okay, and it's so interesting, the dragonfly card that I pulled for one of the oracle readings. Okay, that was the first card that I pulled. And I had a synchronicity with that as far as a shamanic journey. Yes, it was on hallucinogens, whatever. Those of you who follow, I'm not going to repeat every story. So, but actually in the book, so just on the card, it just says dragonfly. But in the book, it says Heinz Emerald Dragonfly is the actual endangered one. Because these are, I didn't realize when I got them, that endangered voices of Mother Earth, okay? And Heinz, H-I-N-E-S is how they spell it, but, you know, that's a very German, okay? So, and that's got synchronicity with me, and then Emerald Dragonfly, Heinz Emerald Dragonfly, it's like, so that was interesting because I was just looking in the back of the book. And, because on the card, it just says dragonfly. So that's very interesting how it's the emerald, Heinz Emerald Dragonfly. It's actually what they're talking about in that card. So, did I say all the white light of the unified rainbow, the God grain flow, the only flow I know, key being God, here we go, here we grow, here we glow. Okay, so what animal medicine wants to give us a message from this deck? There we go. Blue whale. Look at number 2. Okay, and this is that ancestral, the genetic, that deep inner knowing. It doesn't get any more profound than with the whale, okay? That's sonar. They know. They know, they know, they know. They don't know how they know, they just know. They don't question it either. Unity, resonance, magnificence, mastery. Boom, mastery. Unity, okay? You becoming one with self. And then the 2, okay? You becoming one with your twin. And all that is unity. Finding those frequencies that resonate with your frequency. So resonance. And it's magnificent because it's huge. It's a blue whale. I mean, right? We have this on the bottom. Red squirrel. Resourcefulness, vigilance, preparation, busyness. Vigilance. That's holding that light, holding that space. And sometimes we have to be very resourceful when that gets hard, okay? Preparation. Right? And that reduces to a 7. That's card 43. And then salmon. That's a 5. Okay. Faith, determination, independence, and change. Faith and determination. Very important. So, let's look these up and see what special messages stick out that resonate with this reading for these 2. Okay. Koala. What message do you have for us, Koala? So I just opened up to snake and then horse, which is personal power, which is 20 and reduces to a 2. I'm going to have to share that one. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So it is believed that koala slips into an altered state of awareness after ingesting the eucalyptus leaves, that from the heart of its diet, whilst in this state, it is mused that it can... the way this is worded is not flowing. Basically, so it is amused, okay, when it can enter other realms of reality or journey deep within the inner landscape, okay, because it's all about inner journeys. Okay, just want to show you while I'm reading this. So once there, the koala gathers knowledge. So from within, okay, you gain so much knowledge just examining your innards, all right? You don't even have to go outside yourself. Just examine what you've experienced so far in life, and you can gain so much wisdom and knowledge just from that. It increases your spiritual IQ. What else does it say? Yeah, it says that we inherently know the answers to all our questions. Like I just said, it's already inside. If you just examine yourself, you can get questions that you have about the world, about relationships, about so many things. If you just examine yourself and go within, you can find those answers and apply them to everything. The healing flight we must take in our personal quest for answers. Yes, it is very healing. You get answers and you heal all at the same time. So ancient knowledge and spiritual awakening hidden within our consciousness. Okay, and crow, oh, right, the Hierophant had a crow on there, the top card, next top card in, was it, yeah, this one, right? Yeah. So that will raven, whatever, same thing. So, and you know, koala moves very slowly and deliberately, okay? They know, they have a very strong foothold, very stronghold in every move that they make. They may move slowly, but they move accurately and concisely, sure-footedly, and with confidence and that deep inner knowing of knowing exactly where they're going and how to get there. Yep. It says, you must first take responsibility for your own healing and trust that all will evolve as it is supposed to. Yeah, you put God first. When you do that, you get the messages from God of how much you're loved and how important you are. So you start seeing things through God's eyes, including yourself. Okay? And with that, seeing yourself clearly, you realize what healing you need to do, okay? And you know that it starts with you. You're responsible for your own healing. Only you can heal yourself. You can get as many readings and activations and Reiki, this, that, and then end up back in the same place and even more messed up because now you're broke because you spent all this money, you know, and it's all a journey of self within you and God. So, you know, no one can do the work for you and wave a magic wand and crown you and activate you. And no, you have, and you think, right? It's just like getting, you know, surgery to lose weight. Okay. It's like a lot of people go and spend all that money for that lap band, whatever surgery, and then they gain the weight all back because they didn't do the inner work. And now they're back to where they started, and even more effed up, because now they're out thousands of dollars putting the power in, giving away their power to someone else to heal them, when only you can do that yourself. But, you know, sometimes we have to go that route in order to realize that, and really confirm that and make that concrete, and know that that journey of healing is an inner journey. Okay, and only you and God can really do that, and you will see. Those of you who just want to get reading after reading, or healing after healing, activation after activation, you'll see that it doesn't do any good. Okay, it might give you a high, just like going shopping and buying stuff you don't really need, whatever. It feels good, you get yourself some pretty makeup and clothes or whatever, but then you have buyer's regret because you really aren't any happier. Actually, you're even more sad because now you're broke. And you just have all this stuff that you thought was going to make you happy. And it is stimulating at first, but it wears off real fast. I know, because I used to do that too. I used to love to go shopping, and it ran its course. It has a shelf life, right? All right. So, blue whale, because that blue whale, because let me show you the card I pulled for myself. It was the Meyer bird, and it was all about, and it was one, genetic memory, and that had to do with the crested blue. When I hear the call of that bird or the falcon, I know that, I just know it. I don't know how I know it, I just know it, because this genetic memory from my ancestors. Okay. And that's what the lyrebird, you know, they teach their young all this communication. They can imitate other birds. They're very vocal, okay? Lyrical. And that's why they're called the lyre. Okay? Lyrical. They're a very lyrical bird. Okay, so that just resonates so much with the blue whale because of the genetic memory. Okay. Okay, so the whale symbolizes the beginning, creation of all life, birth and rebirth. Many cultures see whales as divine beings, whale or dolphin. Okay, so when whale or dolphin is washed ashore in Ghana or Vietnam, its finder must mourn the death like a brother and bury the body in ceremony. Oh. Because, you know, especially if, you know, this Native American, they're all our relations, okay? Every single thing, the rock, the whale, the tree, ancestors that, you know, may not be in the physical plane, we're all connected, we're all related, we're all one. All relations, all my relations are my brothers and sisters. The crow is my brothers, right? The crows are my brothers and sisters. The squirrels are my brothers and sisters. And this magnificence, I mean, this journey, it's magnificent. This journey of self-discovery. Oh, where'd the koala go now? I lost it. But this inner journey, it's magnificent, isn't it? And you don't even have, it's not like you're going on a big cruise ship or I mean, it's just so magical. The magnificence of it is overwhelming. Just like seeing a whale, okay? If you ever gone whale watching, just you see the whale tail and you're just like, whoa, it's almost like unbelievable that, wow, they actually exist. They're miraculous. They're so magnificent. It's huge, right? The magnificence of this whole twin flame journey of healing yourself and getting back to who you truly are. No distortions, okay? It's so beautiful. It's magnificent. Isn't it magnificent? Oh, there's the word grace. Oh, immensity of the deep connection with beauty, harmony, and balance. Hello. Temperance card. See, that's the thing about the blue whale. They have temperance because they're so ancient. Their connection to the ancient world, their ancestors, is just like their oldest ancestor is only one generation removed, right? That's how closely connected they are to all the past generations. It's like as if they're only one generation away. That's how vibrant the connection is. You know, like memories of years and years ago is like it was just yesterday. That's the deep inner knowing, that confidence. They know that deep connection with beauty, harmony, and balance that remind us who we really are. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, you are a vast and masterful being. Okay, self-mastery. That's what it's all about. Your presence in the world brings a great gift to the song of creation. Everyone contributes, okay, to the grace. Everyone has something to offer in grace. There's no need to prove or defend yourself against anyone or anything. You need only stay focused on the pure and simple expression of your light in the way that you live, breathe, and share your gifts with the world. Just like I said. The confidence in knowing who you are. Know who you are. It starts there. With the same wonder that you see the whale also sees you. Oh, it's so, as much as you're just like in awe of how awesome your twin flame is, that's how they see you too. And that's how you need to see yourself. And they see themselves like that. Because we're mirroring, remember. Your soul is deeper than the ocean. You are safe to swim in these waters. Allow yourself to dive down deep, past the surface waves of the mind, through the emotional undercurrents, to the vast stillness at your very center. That's what I'm saying. Get out of your emotions, get out of your mind, and just get to your center, your core truth of deep inner knowing. A temperance card. The Fool. The great whale spirit welcomes you here and shares with you a song of pure peace and conscious mastery. This is your song. Accept it. Embrace it. Live it. Be it. Oh, that was gorgeous. And here's a little poem at the end. I am one with my divine purpose, conscious, aware, and connected to all life. From the still center of my being, my thoughts and actions bring peace and balance to the world. That's right. So once we do that self-mastery and we become balanced, we now have a duty, okay, to give that back to the world, because God gave it to us, our team, our angels, our spirit guides, okay? They helped us do this. We couldn't have done this without them. So now we have a duty to repay in kind, and whether it's just sharing your experience, whatever, doing free tarot reading, whatever it is, okay? Giving a hug to a homeless person, whatever. Just making those deep connections. Mirroring, okay, you value yourself, you reflect that out into the world, and others start to value themselves. Okay? It's very important to, when you reach that level, and now you can give back, and just whether, like I said, whether it's just sharing your story and your experience or whatever, it's going to help others, okay? It's very important to now give it back. We received it, and in order to stay balanced, now we must shine that out into the world. Okay. We'll leave it at that. Where did the koala go? I just wanted to see if there was anything else on here, if it was just the koala. I'm just looking for water here. Okay, where are you? Oh, that one, because it was backwards. Okay. I just kind of got, see how the arms and legs are, they're not parallel, they're placed at different, so everyone's at different places on their path is what I got from this, okay? But so like this is the path, we're all on the path, we're just at different stages, different places, okay? So, no judgment, all right? Don't judge yourself, don't judge others. We're all doing our own inner journeys, okay? So, I love you all. Blessings to you all. Oh, and look, a lot of gold and green. More of like a kind of a aqua. Well, there's like green here, and then it fades to blue, so it's kind of like aqua. Green and gold. All right, you guys. And so much water, right? Be the water. Just like Bruce Lee says. Be the water. Be the water. All right? That's being in the now and going with the flow. Be the water. And I do a horrible impression of him. I can hear his voice in my head, but when it comes out of my mouth, it's just not right yet. But my brother does a better. He actually sounds just like, good job, Gat. You do a good impression of Bruce Lee. And that's my boy because, well, Gat is too, but I'm just saying, my brother just was obsessed with Bruce Lee and karate and stuff when we were younger. So he's been always part of our family. So, all right. I love you all. Peace and blessings.